Alright folks, oh can I, so we're back, hopefully. I've had to restart my computer. I'm just going to see if I can end the recording bit of the stream without ending the stream bit of the stream. Um, so hopefully the stream's still broadcasting. Let me just check. So Space Engineers did indeed crash my PC. Or crash itself and the PC. How do I get to my video producer? Nope. The stream manager. There we go. Stream manager. Are we recording? Are we going right now? That is a question to be answered. Do 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 do. Yeah, it kind of looks like we're going. Let's turn off the stream preview. So I have turned off the recording bit, which, you know, now it's only going to be streaming. It's not going to be recording to my PC. Actually, the the bit I recorded. Let me see. Let's go here. What are we doing? Move some stuff. What's here? What's here? Live streams backup. Here we go. This is. No, if I play this, will it fuck up anything? I hope not. This is a video file, right? So this is meant to be the backup for the stream we just did, and I opened it once I restarted my computer. Zyblink does not support the playback of this format. So this was meant to be my backup video file, and doesn't appear to have backed up. But Twitch itself has managed to make a file of that last stream, stream 30. I'm calling this stream 30B now, part 2 of stream 30. Kind of fucked that I don't have the file of that, but I do have at least Twitch has backed it up where the computer didn't, but the computer's meant to be the backup, so that's really disconcerting. So what happened last time, we started Space Engineers, started the world, it was loading up the world, it was too intense for both streaming and recording. Let's see if it's too intense for just streaming, because that'd be kind of annoying, especially because other people stream Space Engineers all the time onto Twitch. So I mean, I have a little bit of a bad connection, but I don't know how bad compared to other people. I think my internet is a little bit bad. If you think about what Space Engineers is doing though, it's quite intense. It's actually loading up an entire solar system and a voxel based world that you can build in and multiple players can build in. Alright. We're gonna go in, guys. So, be prepared for a second crash. It might happen. We'll start seeing things moving, and then if it stutters and freezes every now and then, we probably know we're gonna get another crash that will force me to basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna end the stream if there's another crash, so be prepared for that. I hope not, but annoyingly that was too much for it back there. So the loading is taking slightly longer than I'd think it would take. Could be a bad omen. Right, we're in the game. Ooh, listen to that sound. There's a lot of sound now. So, how bad is bad, is it? Let's have a look around. Let's have a zoom around, in fact. This is my landing pad. I've called it Landing Pad Dolphin. It's only a very simple landing pad. Currently we're not getting lag, so we might be alright. Should I keep it in this little window here? I'll keep it in this little window here for a moment. So the really basic starship I've skeletoned out here is called Shard Ship Ophus, and it's very basic. I just basically I haven't made it into anything. I've just got all the basic things you need. So yeah, if you're a newbie making a ship in Space Engineers, you do need a series of things. You need to figure out all the controls first, because there are so many. It's kind of almost reaching flight sim level of controls now, I think. You need a landing pad. You need to you have the G menu here where you can drag things onto your belt. The belt toolbar, if you press Control and number, see, you get multiple pages of belt toolbar. I haven't filled out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I filled out 1, 2, 3 so far. On 3 you've got number 1 on 3 is the landing leg. So you need to hover it around facing that way, and then when you drop it, it will auto lock. See the leg went green there. It started blue and it went green. You plonk that down. That's like magnetically fixed to your landing pad now. So you go find a basic cube. And you colour the cube if you want to. P. And then that's how you get started. The sun is coming out. I built this through the night and I saved it just as the new day had begun. So we're getting some nice lighting here of the sun coming out. Yeah, Space Engineers has day and night. It's only just got weather settings though. I have not figured out how to do the weather settings. They seem really interesting. You can get fog and stuff. I don't quite know how you do that though. Look at that mesa. The sun is touching the mesa. So the solar system is fully simulated. So you see a planet up there, you can go to it. But it's not simulated in terms of orbits or anything. So it's not like Kerbal Space Program. Like all the planets I don't think are orbiting the sun. But they're all like statically in space, and you can build stuff on the land. Fly off to a planet. It will take you a long time. I use creative mode for that because it's just more fun. There's creative mode and survival mode, but survival mode's a bit of a cop-out, I think. You're not like really in danger, but you do mining and stuff. Creative mode's just you can do everything with all the things available. Where's my purple colour? I haven't got my purple colour anymore. It's kind of like this shade. Yeah, creative mode, you just got sandbox. You can use all the things the game has basically. I'm going to delete that light because it's in the way of my blocks. So we'll give the Starship Ophus here. Was it Star Shard? Something Shard Ophus. A quick fly. Oh look, the sun has totally just come out. That's beautiful. I love the lighting and the day and night in this game. I haven't got to see the weather yet, but the day and night has always been amazing. And this game is as close to freedom as you can really get in a game. I always thought it's such an amazing game. From the moment I found it, they just added planets. So previously to that, it was you could just mess around in asteroid fields, but then they added planets, and it's just been amazing since then. So this is the skeleton starship I've made without any interiors or anything. We have on the toolbar landing legs locked, so let's unlock. And now we can lift off. And I've got this little skeleton of a starship that I'm going to build into something a bit more substantial. And position your camera in whatever third person or whatever you want. Turn the HUD off if you want. And let's go flying around this little desert we've chosen as our home. You can pan the camera around. It's a little bit flight sim, maybe, slightly. Turn the tags on. There's landing pad Dolphin down there. Yeah, this ship contains everything you need for a beginner ship. So is that the moon? I think that's the Mars-like planet in front of the sun. In fact, there's actually going to be a kind of, what do you call that, a transit? They're like doing an eclipse kind of thing in front of the sun, but without eclipsing it. And over there's the moon, so if I fly up to this height, I can see it. And I've got all this little desert here as my kind of home area. It's going to start brightening up now, I think. Let's just make this ship a little bit level. Should have thrusters in all directions, so if I let go of everything, it should kind of slowly come to a halt. Hopefully. Here's me, I'm a little astronaut guy. Hopefully all my thrusters are fighting the direction of the flight. Maybe I need more of them. Doesn't seem to be doing it as much as it should. Let's get some more. So it's a building game. You can build bases and all sorts. And they've fought for a long time to try and make multiplayer unlaggy, so you can actually have like 10 people or more building in the same area as each other. And eventually it'll lag out here and there, but the amount of things you can do there, I think that needed some extra thrusters actually. It's actually stabilizing now. Yeah, needed more thrusters. There's a giant reactor over there. I put a giant reactor down. We're actually stable in the sky now. We're like a kind of like a sky platform now. I just needed those extra thrusters to stabilize it. Nuclear reactor. Yeah, that's what's powering everything. So what's this ship got on it? You lay down the landing legs. That was probably the one I began with, I imagine. Yeah, there's a kind of cross piece there. So build out like I showed you from that first landing leg. And then you're going to need a platform. You only need atmospheric thrusters if you start from a planet. The big ones probably will keep you hovering in the air. Then you'll start to drift in all sorts of directions. So you basically need it's best to use these tiny. I think they're ion thrusters. Are they ion thrusters? I think that's what they're called. They're like your space thrusters. So these atmospheric thrusters, once you get up into space, they won't work because they need sky and atmosphere, air to work. These don't. These can go in space. These are small ones. I've also got the super huge powerful version on the back just to drive me forward. I've got 4 of those, look. They're just big daddy versions of these. But with these little ones you need a bunch of them facing all directions to stabilize your ship. Else you'll find yourself just drifting off in a weird direction. So you need like everything you'd imagine. You'd like north, east, south, west, and then up and down. And if you miss stuff, it's kind of funny if you miss stuff because It's trial and error building game. Like a newbie can miss stuff and they'll actually kind of have fun. I think like realizing their ship's gonna crash because they've missed something. T. Alright, so now let's fly back down. Am I quite stabilized? Oh, if I tilt down, it'll drift downward because I think gravity will have an effect that my... See, my ship is trying to fight the gravity. There, you can sort of see I've got a few forward thrusters. So I'm going to tilt up and save my ship. Other thrusters will kick in now. I love the sound effects on this. They used to be better. I think Keen took away a bunch of sound effects that added a lot of atmosphere. They're not here anymore. I'm not actually going to land on the landing pad because I've outgrown I've outgrown the landing pad basically since I built this. Let's see if I can land it sort of where it was. Oh, look how sharp the shadow just went with the level of detail there. Can I tilt? How do I tilt? Q and E is tilt. That's going to help me get to the ground a little bit, I think. These landing legs, you can set landing legs to auto lock. I've got my landing legs set to like I will switch lock with the 1 key. You see on my command belt. This isn't the building belt, this is like the flying command belt. So let's look at these landing legs. They've probably got a blue stripe on them now, but can you even make it out? Yeah, they have a little blue stripe on them. They're touching the ground now, and if I press 1, any that are in contact with the ground will lock to green. And I wobble my mouse, and they are locked. Oh, forgot my jetpack there. So these ones didn't make it to the ground, so they're not what's holding the spacecraft in place. This one made it. In fact, I think this is the only landing leg that's holding in place. So maybe I tilt forward a bit, just so I get... aesthetically, I get more of my landing legs in place. Switch lock off. Okay, we're going to tilt forward. That should be everything now. Let's go back and have a look. Okay, I've tilted. We are locked. And what is it to go outside your astronaut? V. The sun has climbed up into the sky. I think I set day and night to like 1 hour for daytime, 1 hour for nighttime. So it'll take an hour for that to spin round to the horizon. Good way of keeping track of time, kind of like how you've been, how long you've been on the server and how long you've been building. Because like a day is like an hour, so 3 hours of playtime, you'd be like 3 days. But you can change it to be, I don't know what the limits are. But you can change it. So I hope I don't lose this recording. Let me, I will just put you on full screen because I don't know how good it is looking at this in the window. You might want to see it larger. I'll use good old desktop cap because I can sort of hey! So I trust desktop cap a lot more than I trust game cap actually. Yeah, so here's a nice bright view, larger view. You're probably looking at that tiny window before. Wondering why I didn't enlarge it for you. It probably still looked rather aesthetic on the tiny window, I'd say. Yeah, so what else is in this? There was thrusters. You need a command seat, or this is like a pilot cockpit. Either will do. What do you need to fly? You're going to make sure you have a beacon, so you can always keep track of your ship. If you lose it, or if you go separate from it, or you crash, or you die and have to find it, you have a beacon, broadcast in a certain radius, and you can write a name for your ship in it. Nuclear reactor can power everything. This is the large nuclear reactor. You can get small ones, but they probably won't power a big ship. So get the big ones. You need, you should get a medi bay. This is a medi bay. This is where you spawn, and when you die, as long as this survives on your ship, you can spawn in it and you can get back to your ship. Then you've got gyroscopes, these little fellas here. It's normally good to have like 6, and what they're doing is, like, when I move my mouse, the ship will turn. If you have no gyroscope, when you move your mouse, the ship won't turn. As far as I know, there's like mouse responsiveness, and the more gyros you have, the more sensitivity you have in turning your ship. And we got little light bulbs. It's good. I mean, it's not dark now, so you probably don't get why you need them. And large searchlights. These ones are pointing down. That actually helps land when it gets darker. And there's a forward searchlight there. I think that's pretty much everything. I think this is actually the landing leg I built on originally. So I was building it like upright, and then over here. So yeah, that's like the back of that ship, and I was building it upright. And that used to have I put a searchlight on this pole here. You'll need a nuclear reactor on your landing pad to make everything work. This has a medi bay as well, searchlight as well, antenna, which is something you can have instead of a beacon. That's broadcasting the name of this platform. I don't know why I put this here. It's a weird new flight seat that I haven't seen. And yeah, because you've got you can't see that searchlight, but it's actually on right now. It's turned on. You can see it at night. What am I trying to find here? Nuclear reactor. Where's that? Oh, here it is. There. That's a normal mini nuclear reactor. So once you put that on your platform, see there's a light bulb on top? I stuck that on top. Everything will be powered. If I was to delete that nuclear reactor, this would stop broadcasting, all the lights would go out at night, and you wouldn't be able to spawn here. So you need power for every grid, which is like a separate bunch of blocks. And there's all sorts of different grids you can make. If you scroll when you've got this block here, you can change its shape and everything. And you can shift drag while building and stuff to make a line of stuff. Using like delete and page up and page down to spin the building tool I've got. Oh, that's okay. I couldn't make that out. That's not what I wanted. It looks all right actually. It looks all right. I was looking for the wedge, but I couldn't make it out through the transparency. So where's the actual one I want? Let me scroll. That's not it. I think that's it. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see the transparency of what the rotation is of what you've got before you build, but you can sort of make it out. So I'd like to take off with this. Oh, I might need a jump drive? I'm not sure. Do I have a ramp? Ramp is good for building. I need ramp. Do Do I get a scrolly ramp? Or do I just get this one? What about, like, stairs? This is a stair ramp. You used to be able to scroll between this ramp and the stair ramp. You can't scroll anymore. Why did Keen take that away? Keen Software, why did you take it away that you could scroll? Yeah, I scroll and it doesn't do anything now. What a shame. Right, so you have to go to a separate thing to make your ramp into a staircase. Yeah, let's do that. Now let's get that weird block that has the chunk taken out of it. Well, what is this? I'm not familiar with this, actually. This is interesting. Ah, that is new! That wasn't there before. That's actually quite useful. That is new. They've added that in since I've been here last. And then you get the in-between one? You do get the in-between one. I like that. That is different. That's very different. Oh, there's actually an icon in the corner. I was scrolling and there's a... You can see it's also got the block so you can tell what button you need to press to try and rotate. That's good. I'd be scratching. I'd be scratching. Okay. So yeah, a few blocks later and it already looks snazzier. I put some jaggies here. Hey, that looks nice. Bit of a snowplow. Windows are annoying. Windows are the most annoying thing to work with, but glass, like window, especially when you get into using the angle windows. So there's the basic one is the 1v1 flat, but this has invert. They have inverted as well. Each window has two sides, which I think is really annoying. We want the ones with the pluses on, so that's the flat 1v1. It should contain all these ones that don't have the pluses on, I hope. Then there's a flat 2v2. Wait, 2v2 or no, 2v3. Then there's a 1v1 face. Is that the one I'm thinking? That's like a triangle corner, but sometimes it slants. And then there's a 1v2 face, which is like a longer triangle. And then there's also a sloped 1v1 window. I can't remember if there's a sloped 1 to 2. And there's these weird barred window grid things. Oh, you don't get those? Oh, you can get these slats instead. That's the sloped 1 to 2. Right, so that should be everything. So we need just the basic flat. So 2. No, we don't. What do we need? We need slanted, so 6. So, wait, does the one with the plus that's 2, does that actually cycle into the slanted? Oh, that contains slanted. Okay, that's good. Now, what way round is this? One way round is dirty, and one way round is clear. So that's the correct way round. One's dark, which you put on the outside, and then one's clear, which you put on the inside. That's how it's meant to be. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. Sometimes you can slip into accidentally putting it the wrong way round, though, and it looks dumb, and it doesn't match up to other things. Some of these windows just don't link. Like this one won't jump on top of there. This window won't jump on top of there unless there's a block to the side of it, like here, like some kind of solid block. Like put a block in there, and then it'll, because there's something to the side of it, for some reason it's some weird programming thing. It doesn't like it. No, it still won't go there. It needs to be something directly to the side of it. So let's put something directly to the side of it then. That's not what I want to do. What did I want to do? Little triangle thing? Kind of like that, I guess. Yes. And now... Now it'll let me build there. Check I've got the right side. Yeah, I have. Now it'll let me build there. The windows are always searching for something to one or two sides of it to join onto. And in certain situations, even though it looks like the window can be laid down, it's lacking something to the side. I see, I screwed up. You can see how you can screw up there. And the way you fix it is you lay it down, you spin it to the other way. That's not right. There we go. Can't always make it out on the transparent preview. There we go. Oops. Don't know what I pressed there. See the lighting. Just automatically picks up the sunlight and lights your. You're basically like level designing on the go. It's really fun. It's like a very easy level editor. But you can build bases and you can travel the solar system and you build anything, and the stuff you build takes off, and you can investigate stuff that other people have built. You can pick stuff up, you can do so many things. It's great. Gantries. I want gantries. Right. Is it called gantry? Or is it called platform? Gant. No. Plat. Yeah, but that's one platform. Where's the other platforms? What are they called? Let's search through all this. What's this? What are these? Sloped corner heavy armor tip. I don't actually know what that is. That's interesting. Oh yeah, these are things you can build with actually, aren't they? These are some special things. I'm using light armor though. Right, let's move my belt on to a new bit. I'm trying to find a platform. Some of the platforms have little edges. Catwalk. Catwalk? Maybe catwalk. There's lots of previews of stuff you have to buy now. You can't get. They never used to be there. See all these things grayed out? They're just trying to tease you. There's kind of a catwalk here, but it's a new one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Steel catwalk. Hopefully you can scroll through this, and there should be several types. Is it going to have them all? It's in large blocks. 2, 3, 4. I think that's all of them. Let's turn on my jetpack. So I wanted to see if I could put some kind of like this. There's a corner somewhere. There's a corner. It's saying it's red. It's saying I can't put it there. That's annoying. It can't. Because yeah, the window. Because the window's joined in certain places, it's saying it doesn't want to budge on the catwalk there. That's kind of a. I don't know if it's a bug or just something they never fixed in programming. It's kind of annoying. You can't put it there. You can put it lower down though. Not sure if I want to put it lower down. I could put it lower down. You don't get a diagonal ramp though. I would want to put it here, and then another one here, and then have a diagonal ramp. I guess you can put a block there. And then have one of these. Oh, doesn't want to jut out. These don't want to stick out, do they? How annoying. Right, I think it wants some blocks here. So where's the wedge? There's the wedge. So it doesn't mind that. And then I guess I'd have to put a block in here or something. Can I get the funky block? Do it like that, and then I can do that, and I can catwalk then like that. But I can't catwalk here, which is really annoying. I can't put a catwalk, but what I can do, I think, is find the plate, and then I can do this, which looks ugly as sin. Because that, for some reason, they've made that line go over the top of it, which is really weird. I don't quite understand why they've done that. But that's the best you can do. You can't have a diagonal gantry. It's kind of annoying. That's the best you can do, I think. And then you can't have you can't even have a diagonal gantry that way either, which I find annoying. So where are we? Can I do painting on that? Oh, I'll try that in a bit. So we want one as a flat bit on this side, and then a ramp. And then we want to get catwalk. And it will allow us to put a catwalk of this variety here, and this variety here, steel plate here, that there. And I think that's symmetrical. I think there's some secret symmetrical building tool which I've never figured out how to work, where you can you draw a line through the entire ship and you start building on one side and it builds on the other what you're doing, like mirrored building. Oh, these are glowing kind of gold. Were they gold before? Dude, these look gold. They were silver before, I swear. They've made them gold? So I want to remove some of this stuff here. It's like I made a little corridor thing going to the hatch of the pilot room. These are actually closable. And do airlock doors. Kind of fun. It's so glowy out here. The sun's on its way down already, actually. It's going to start getting dark soon. Or maybe it's meant to be like sunset light. Got a little torch on there. I think my torch is already on, so when night comes I'll be able to see stuff. Yeah, you can sort of see it there. Let's have another look at these windows. So some of this can get tricky. What's 8? 8 is slanted long. So it's not letting me build that, for instance. I wonder if I put a block... Let's put a ramp. What's a ramp? 9? Can I put stairs instead of a ramp? Because they've got that grid-like look to them. Looks really nice. Even if they're not stairs. Nice kind of ribbing look to them. Now, because that's there, maybe it will accept my windows now. No, it doesn't seem to want to do it, does it? So I need something, I guess, in the middle as well. What if I upside down and reverse a ramp? What if I do that? Will it build now? 8 slanty 1x2. Hey, I think it likes it. Nice. Now we got a little gap there. I don't know if I got a piece that can fill that gap in, to be honest. I like the parts. Nice. Yeah, that's a weird shape. I don't think we're gonna be able to fill that in. It's gonna be an open air thing, I think. I can walk down here now when we're flying the ship, so I guess I'd have some kind of airlock here, right? Which, I think that's this. Should I have it like this though, or like this? It's easier to catch you if you have it like this. Like if you're on the outside, you want to fly into somewhere where you're not going to knock around. Not that it'll trouble me too much because I have all thrusters, but for those times you don't have all thrusters. Look at the lighting, man. The shadows are so nice. You get those long shadows as well. And they're dynamic, so they're always changing. I love that. The sun is setting. It's cool. You feel like you're building a home. There's only kind of limited amount of things you can use, but you can make all sorts of weird spaces out of it. It does feel sometimes like you're building your own kind of home. And if your home's a spacecraft, then your home can go anywhere. It's awesome. Look at how the light, they've made the light affect the sand texture. So it goes side on and everything. It's kind of nice. Let's try and get a glass platform, like a large glass platform, I guess. Not a large window, I mean. 3. Is 3 large? What is 3? 3 is a weird shape. 2 is 1v1. 2v3. I'm missing something here. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's a bit jaggedy the way it changes, but for the amount of interactivity you get in this game, it's not such a bad thing that it takes a few seconds to fill in the land and it's not interpolated. What I am looking for, you can see my torch is useful now. I'm going to remove this number 9 and replace it with the 3v3 window, if I can find it. The flat, it's a flat window. 1v1, 1v2, 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 3v3. That's... It says flat and flat inv though. Why is there a flat inv? I don't get that. Surely you don't need 2. Because you can just spin it, right? Or maybe you do need 2. Why don't they put that on a scroll thing? Like one of the icons with the pluses on it, so you can mouse wheel through. That's annoying. I replaced that fake, what have we got here? Flat inv. Replace that vertical slat window thing. And I'll go further on into the thing. Put that here. And then large blocks. What was I missing? Light armor. Corner. Heavy armor corner. Light armor corner. And then this is something, isn't it? Light armor slope. Oh, they have rounded edges as well. I forgot about these. Round armor slope. Round armor corner. Whoops. Yeah, half blocks. Half blocks. Yeah. There's extra building blocks here. But I wanted the window, which I can't find. Oh, here we go. Is it number 9? Fuck. How do I line you up? Will you line up with that? No. Okay, well you're the wrong one then. 7. Will you line up? Yes. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. And what are we going to do here? This is a weird shape here. I don't think we're going to have the right glass. We might have the right glass to jump onto that. It's going to be some kind of triangle. The problem is which one. I don't think it's that. 5? I think it's going to be something like this. But this is confusing. Is there another one? There's another. There might be another triangle. Windy. Snoozing. 1v2 face. 1v1 face. I thought all these triangles were combined into these two plus triangles. So basically this triangle window with the plus contains these ones without the plus. Yeah. So I think this one with the plus contains these without the plus, but maybe it's missing one. I'm not sure. I'll try and scroll through the different ones you can get. That's weird. I don't think that's what we need. Let's have a look around. Oh, the stars are coming out. That black sky. Yeah, it doesn't seem right either. Yeah, you see, I'm not really getting a sense of having any part that'll plug the gap. Unless you lay down one of these and then find something else in between. Is that what we did there? Yeah, I think so. Now we might be able to fill this gap. Maybe. That might be what we need. We're lacking the light. It's a little bit hard to make out. What is that one doing? No, I don't think we're going to be able to do that with glass. We're going to be here for ages. So mind you, it's kind of relaxing being here for ages. You could probably play some music over this. I mean, Space Engineers has its own music, but I think play something else over it would be nice. It's so much easier with blocks. The glass is not very intuitive once you get to the triangles and stuff. It's really confusing. The most confuselaciousness you've ever seen. Oh, this is confusing. What do I do with this? This is interesting. This is the new block. I'm interested in using it. That's not what that side looks like. That side looks like a wedge. So I've rotated it wrong. Wedge with the smooth side facing the front. So like that? Is that what that is? No, that's not what that is. What the hell? How How do you know which way to turn this? Has it got a mirrored version? Is that what's going on? Oh yeah, I think that's what's going on. Okay. Hey, can I get that bar ribbed window thing that isn't a window? Put that over here. Number 2. Is that... Oh, it's diagonal. Can you scroll through to non-diagonal? It says no. It appears no. Is there not a flat one? Dude, I thought because there was a plus on this, you could scroll to a flat one. I'm looking for the thing that looks like fucking, oops, prison bars. There we go. There we go. Oh, that one even scrolls to. That's a better one to have because that even scrolls to the one. Yeah, I was going to put a block in this gap here. I was going to put one of these blocks in the gap. Can I get it right though? That's right. Probably right to begin with. Yeah, I think that's all linked up now. Let's have a look at this. It's like a beetle, a bit of a beetle. There's kind of a little bridge area here, that's cockpit. I'm going to have an actual bridge as well as a cockpit. So there's some kind of... They've got a new... yeah, the control seat's new now. Looks like this. How weird. But you can't see... but it doesn't matter because I use behind view normally to pilot. So. I guess I could raise it up or something. I was going to put it in this room though. Yeah, you got the little monitors. Yeah, can't see forward though, unless I go to the actual flight seat over here. Then I can, oops, where's my interior view? Then I can see forward. So that's more for behind view really. So dark, man. Let's have a look around this place. Let's go for a little walk. I turn these lamps out. Yeah, turn the lamps out. First person view. It's a starry night. I can turn. The good thing, I hate games with HUD and stuff, so I think it's really cool that you can just turn these HUDs off. You've got the tags, H, and that cycles through to this thing where it's just a box, and then H again removes all the signals, and then that's H, and then you got tab, which removes the actual You got the hints on the HUD, and then you got just the HUD, and then you got remove completely. And hey, it didn't used to remove the crosshair, but now it even removes the crosshair. That's pretty cool. It's the tab one that removes the crosshair. That's pretty cool for me actually, because I made some intros for my Des Destroys vids using Space Engineers, and they had the crosshair on. And I was like, God, there's got to be some way to remove the crosshair, but I don't think there was. At least not an obvious way. So I don't know how much you can see if this is so dark. Maybe it's brighter on the stream, but it's dark on my monitor, pitch black. Actually, the default skybox is this disgusting kind of soapy grey, like looking into a sink full of soapy water. It's really gross. So, but Space Engineers has so many easy to use mods that you can download from the Steam Workshop. I downloaded this one, which I think is called Deep Space 4K. I just needed like a black space background, because I don't like the like in sci-fi films and in sci-fi games and everything like that. I never really like the it's kind of fake when they show nebulas and colourful space everywhere. I really like the kind of black and white stars on a black background kind of space. I always think that's more authentic. Because if a human was parked outside a nebula, they wouldn't even see any of those crazy colours that you see. That's all kind of trickery done by like photo processing and exposing cameras and images and things like that. But if you're actually there, you'd see like something more like this, without the clouds. Or if you're looking at Andromeda from your back garden out in the countryside, which takes up, I think it takes up quite a large portion of the sky. And all the photos of it that they show in like science and astronomy books are all so colourful, like this big blue galaxy, like the end of Empire Strikes Back when Luke and Leia are looking out of their cruiser onto that big colourful galaxy. Whereas if you just look at it from your garden, it just looks black. You can see just the dusting of stars. So the reason those colourful photos exist is like photo processing and telescopes and cameras exposing images. It's not realistic. So I always kind of love this kind of authentic night sky. Let's go in front of the... Oh, I think there's like HDR lighting kicking in it. It got brighter than it needed to get there as I got near my searchlight. Here's my new ship so far. It looks quite good from this angle actually. A little bit like a alien style. I wonder how I turn on the weather conditions so I can get like fog and stuff. They look really nice and kind of volumetric fog. Oh, there's footprints! Yeah. Did they exist before? I can't remember. The Keen devs are really amazing. The developers for this game, Keen Software House, they're really... They look after the fans and they do so much for the games, and they used to patch this all the time on a regular basis, and then they got this communicator guy called Zockley who does streams on Twitch and stuff, showing new features every time they do an update. I like that. You can look out in the dark, and we can just take off right now and just fly somewhere. We could even... It'd take a long time, but we could fly up to... That's a shame I can't zoom in right now. I wonder if the rifles will let me zoom in. You can fly up to one of those planets. It'll take a while, but you can do it. There's like birds in the backing of the soundtrack, but there are no birds in the game. There are, however, wolves and spiders. I've done a bit of building. Should I take off? I don't know. It's hard to We could pause for a bit because it is actually a little bit hard to build at night unless you get loads of like light towers and stuff. I can turn on my, well, there's my torch, so it's okay building at night with your torch, but it's no substitute for building at day. Oh look, they've got a kind of fake. I don't think these reflections are real. Like if a ship flew over me right now, like another player's ship, which you can do, I don't think the reflection in this glass would actually show the ship. I don't think it's that kind of reflection. I think it's like simulated from a texture. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they've programmed that in. That could do with... where's my HUD? So I've got to bring the HUD up again. Could do with filling in if it'll let me. And you can't fill it in flush with the weird shape of the engines, but you can do things like this. Oops. What did I... That actually placed something there. I don't know what it placed though. That's weird. It made the sound of placement, but nothing happened. Don't know why the astronaut's grunting when I hit things, because I think I'm invulnerable in this creative mode. But you can still... you can still sound like you're in pain. They might have added another default planet into the solar system. There used to be like, there was Earth-like, which we're on now, with a moon, Mars-like with a moon, and Alien-like with a moon. But I thought I saw a different one when I was flying around yesterday when I started this server. I thought there was something maybe different. It's gonna be a nice ship when we build it up. I think I might leave it there, and then next time, I don't know if we'll be building at night or if I'll tune in before the stream and bring it to morning again. But it doesn't look like the sky's lightening up yet. So yes, I'll leave it there for now. Save. Because that's been another hour stream to add on to the to where it broke earlier, and I want to make sure this stream saves correctly. Hopefully it will. So that's been the stream for today. Just a kind of chill stream. I actually worked today, so I'm just a little bit tired back from work, but I wanted to do some of that BF1 to kind of relax a bit, and I thought I'd stream it because I said I was going to stream it the other day, so there we go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I think we'll have a stream in the next few days.